Happy Aloha Monday. Mondays can kind of feel, like we drag a little bit to get the day started. Our friend that's renting a little space in our house has this concept called Magnificent Monday. So he printed it on shirts and on stickers, and it's like all over on Monday. Magnificent Monday. So shifting the kind of mindset around the Monday, which I really like. And use your practice for that too. Use your practice to shift into a better headspace, a more open body, maybe a more lighthearted mind. We'll start in child's pose. You can let your knees open nice and wide so the chest can relax down between the thighs. You're welcome to keep the knees a bit closer so your shoulders can actually rest on the knee bones and the arms will be alongside the body. So either position is just great to start in. Deepening your breath through the nose. As you inhale, right away, draw the breath deeper down in the abdomen. As you deepen the breath in, the breath will move from the bottom up. So from the abdomen area up across the rib cage, up to the chest. And exhale, soften and release breath from the top down. At the very bottom of the exhale, energetically draw your belly in towards the spine to squeeze any bits of air out, completing the exhale. Inhale, let the belly drop down between the thighs, expanding outward in all directions, filling up. And exhale, softening, grounding, and also contracting, pulling belly in at the bottom of the breath out. So just observe this process of moving into a more full body, diaphragmatic breath. Might be the only time of your day today that you're able to take such mindful, full breaths. So enjoy it here. Let go of any distracting thoughts and start to cultivate a present mind, redirecting your mind back here to your body, to your breath. And letting all of the things you need to figure out, that you need to accomplish, all the things that require the mind to problem solve, moving all of those thoughts into the periphery. They will for sure be there for you after your class. And practice continual cultivation of the present mind, the witness consciousness. Watching, observing, receiving. If you'd like to bring in any other intention or make a dedication for your practice this morning, go ahead. This is the great time. As you're opening up to your practice, as you're opening up to the possibility, as you're deepening your connection, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual connection. One more full breath in. Pause at the very top of the inhale. And open mouth exhale. Sigh the breath out. Move your body up into a tabletop position. So if you have any props, just move them off to the side. And tuck your toes under in tabletop. Right away, shifting the weight forward, letting your hips lower down. Elbows can be slightly bent. Inhale here. And exhale, shift the hips back towards child's pose, rounding the spine. Inhale, right with the breath, rounding the spine forward, lowering the hips, bending the elbows, modified up dog. And exhale, back to your child's pose. One more time, inhaling, shifting the weight forward, lowering the hips. And exhale, rounding the spine back in child's pose. Nice, guys. And then from child's pose, start to circle, initiating the movement at your hips, circling the hips around to the right. And then let your hips come forward back towards that modified up dog. And then hips shifting around to the left and all the way back towards the child's pose. So you can go slow or you can go a little bit quicker. Inhaling as the heart comes forward. Exhaling as the hips sink back towards the heels. Maybe one more time in this direction. And then from child's pose, initiating into the other direction. Left side of the body moving out to the left. Feeling like your hips were initiating these movements. Nice, you guys. You can go really slow, or you can go a little bit quicker. One more round in this direction. And then coming back to a neutral tabletop, and just one more time, remind yourself of this motion. Hips settling into your up dog inhale. Hips going back to a child's pose on the exhale. Now we're going to do a similar movement, but from downward facing dog. So lifting your hips up, you can pedal the legs out a couple times. Keep your fingers spreading nice and wide apart, really actively grounding through all 10 fingers. Then from your downward dog, coming to the tippy toes, rounding the spine, shift to plank, and then right away lower your hips, soften the elbows. Inhale to this up dog. And exhale, use your core strength, lifting the hips back to downward facing dog. So if that doesn't feel good, you're welcome to stay still in downward dog. Otherwise, a couple times on your own, rolling forward, hips lower. Inhale. And exhale, lifting the hips back to down dog. Maybe twice more on your own, inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you go back to downward dog. Last one, breath in, looking good, you guys, and back to downward facing dog. Downward facing dog, the toes also spread wide apart, grounding down through the outer edges of your feet. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let your knees be softly bent and find a ragdoll forward fold at the back of the mat. The arms can be bent. You can rest the hands in the elbow creases, kind of like you're crossing the hands and the elbows. Sway side to side, lengthening vertebrae by vertebrae. Use gravity here. Shake your head no, nod it yes. You're welcome to use a prop underneath the face. Start with both knees bent. Plant the right hand under the face. Keep the right knee bending a lot, starting to straighten just your left leg and reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Inhale, press down into the right hand and twist open a little bit deeper. Exhale, release the left hand down, switch sides. Both knees can start bent, maybe starting to straighten just the right leg as the right arm reaches up. Square your hips, press down into the left with your left hand. One more inhale. And exhale, right hand meets left. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins. Shoulders back, neck long. Exhale, fold forward and relax. Again, halfway lift. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale from the same tabletop, flat back, press into the feet and come all the way to standing. Reach your arms up on a full inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers, press the palms up. Walk your feet together. Keep your toes spread. Ground to the big toes. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Take a breath in to lengthen. Then lean over to your right side. Press your hips out to the left side and press energy out through your palms. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, keep the length. Lean over to the left. Nice, Momo. Nice, Jen. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring your hands onto your low back. Wrap your elbows close together. Softly bend the knees. Press your hips forward. Keep your elbows close together. Lift the chest. Look up. Breathe here for 3. Keep pressing your hips forward. Relax your glute muscles. For 2. And 1. Coming all the way back to standing and interlacing the hands behind the tailbone. Roll the shoulders back. Press the palms together. Take an inhale. Exhale, long spine, lead with your heart, forward fold, and add a shoulder stretch. Take a breath in, lengthen your spine, maybe look a little bit forward. And exhale, fold and breathe into your shoulders. Releasing the hands now around the feet. Move any prop out to the side and walk the hands forward to plank position. Take an inhale in plank, lowering your hips. Option to drop the knees down. Exhale, chaturanga, bend the elbows and lower all the way to the mat. Shoulders roll back. The fingertips can rest near the rib cage. Press down into the tops of the feet and inhale, cobra. Lift the chest up about halfway. Nice, Naomi. Exhale, right back down to the mat. Use your back muscles first. Feet press down. Inhale, lift the heart. Maybe test by floating the fingers off. Then add the hand and arm strength. Lift a little higher. Keep the elbows tight to the ribs. Beautiful, Kayin. Exhale, fold. Back to the mat. Last one. Inhale, lifting through the chest. Exhale, all the way back down. Now plant the hands flat. Tuck your toes either through tabletop into down dog or through high plank. Press up, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And take a really big inhale through your nose. Exhale, all the breath out. Bend the knees, look forward. Walk the feet up or one big step to the top of the mat. Inhale, feet together, halfway lift, long neck. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale through the same long spine, come to standing, reach your arms up. Exhale, same breath, fold forward on your full breath out. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step to plank, knees down or up, shift the weight forward. Inhale, elbows tight, lower down, chaturanga. Option to take up dog, you only lower about halfway down and then flip right over the feet. Upward facing dog. Nice, you guys. Downward facing dog, lift your hips. So just warming up the body, building some heat through a few of these Namaskara A's, sun salutations. We'll do about 2 more rounds. Full breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees in preparation, look forward, bottom of the breath, walk, step, or hop the feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice, you guys. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine, all the way to standing, reaching up, lengthening. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop the feet back. If you're hopping, you land in chaturanga. Otherwise, slow and controlled, lowering down. Inhaling, heart forward to your cobra or upward dog. Nice, you guys. Downward facing dog, lift the hips. One big breath in here. Full breath out, bend the knees, look forward, bottom of the breath. Walk, step, or hop your feet up. Nice hops, you guys. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale all the way to standing, reaching the arms up. Exhale, last time, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step or hop back, chaturanga dandasana as you exhale. Inhale, think, press heart forward. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pedal your legs out, and you're always welcome to take a child's pose at any time, including now. One more full breath in through the nose. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and walk, step, or hop the feet up at the bottom of the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit your hips low to Utkatasana chair pose and reach your arms up. We're going to do a breathing exercise. On the exhale, it's an open mouth ha sound. Loud exhale. Force all the breath out. And while we do the open mouth ha, we sweep the arms along the mat to airplane arms. You can either stand all the way up on the inhale to give your legs a break. Exhale, sit to chair, ha sound, sweep the hands. Or you stay in chair pose the whole time, working your legs. Okay, you guys? I'm going to do the version staying in chair, but you're welcome to stand. So inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, ha! Inhale. Exhale, ha! Inhale. Exhale. Ha! Get really loud. 2 more. Exhale. Ha! 1 more. Exhale. Ha! And then fold forward. Straight legs, forward fold. Roll the spine up to standing 1 vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last. And pause at the top. Feel the blood just settle in the body. Let your brain absorb all of that nice oxygen. Notice any finger tingling. Let that go. Have to tell me after class what you guys thought of that. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, sit to Utkatasana. Airplane wing your arms. Interlace the hands behind the tailbone. Press the knuckles down your tailbone and come to the tippy toes. High on the tiptoes. As high as you can go. Keep sitting low. Press the knuckles down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels, straight legs, forward fold, add your shoulder stretch again. 1 breath in. Stay for the exhale. Release the hands around your feet. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat into a big lunge, so high on the ball of your left foot. You're welcome to drop your left knee down at any point. Simple twist. I'm going to use a block under the left hand. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Stacking right arm in one line with your left. Draw the right hip back. Reach the right arm up high on an inhale. Exhale, turn your feet all the way to the right. Come onto the outside edge of the back foot. Lower your hip and reach to the back ankle. Inhale, come back to your simple twist. Reaching up. Exhale, outside edges of your feet. Reach to the back foot. You guys remember this move? Yeah, just making sure everybody has it. Come back to your twist. Inhale. And 1 time, revolve Skandasana, outside edges of your feet. Yes. Reach back forward on an inhale. Drop your left knee down to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace the hands behind the head. Open your chest. Lifting up through your chest. Press your palms up now. Inhale. Lean to the right side. Exhale. Press your left hip forward. Inhale, both arms come back up. Exhale, release the hands. Option to use a block for the hamstring stretch. Right toes pointing up. Send your right foot a little further away from you. Nice, you guys. Good alignment. And then lubricating the hip joint a bit, turning your toes of the right foot out to the right, pinky side of the foot coming down. Inhale, toes pointing back up. Exhale, internal rotation at the hip, big toe side turns in. 1 more each way. Inhale, toes up. Exhale, externally rotate, pinky side drops open. Inhale, back up. Exhale, internal rotation. Toes point up, rebend your right knee. Move the prop out to the side, tuck your back toe, lift the left knee off the mat. Gentle standing splits. You can use the block again for this. Pointing through your left toes, lifting the left leg up high. Take a full inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, bring it in towards the belly and rise to standing with your left knee. Interlace the hands around the left knee, hugging it up and in. Give it a nice squeeze here. And then exhale, soften it down, knees in line with the hip. Right hand outside of the left knee. Press the knee into the right hand and start to twist left arm back. So make sure your right hand is on the left knee. So switch, Shiro, switch your arms. And reach your left arm back. Come back to center. Inhale, reach your knee and the arms nice and high. And exhale, step your left foot all the way back to a lunge. High on the ball of the back foot. Inhale, reach up through your arms. Exhale, open arm twist, deep bend in the right knee, right arm back, left arm forward. Twist a little deeper from your belly. Here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms come back to center. Exhale, bring the hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk the right foot wider and reach your chest forward. You can stay here for more, come onto your forearms, or maybe just bending your elbows a bit, lowering the chest, and then lengthening the arms back out. You can take some little pulses. You can just rest on the forearms. Coming back to your palms. Nice, you guys. Walk the hands halfway down the middle of your feet. Square the right foot in line with the left. Nice long spine again here. Feet parallel. Lengthen, inhale. And fold forward, exhale. Relax the crown of the head down. Pulse back up. Gather length through your spine. Full breath in. Exhale, soften into the fold. Walk the hands back on the mat. Push the hands into the mat and draw the crown of the head down. We'll be back here. Halfway lift, inhale. Take your side squat to the left. Turn your left toes out slightly. Lift through your right toes. Or remember, you can stay high in the squat like I'm demoing right here. Pausing, pressing the left knee open. Try to keep your arms on the inside of the knee. That looks great, Kai. Then taking it over to the right side. Take your time. Let your hips warm up. Beautiful, guys. One more time to the left. Take the inhale there. Nice. Very good. Exhale, square your hands around your right foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left in plank on an inhale. Exhale, outside edge of the right foot to the mat, stacking your feet, Vasisthasana side plank, left arm to the sky. You can scissor the legs, meaning just stagger the feet to help you balance. You can also drop the right knee to the mat. Lift up higher through your left arm. One inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat, Chaturanga Dandasana, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog or child's pose. Good job, you guys. 3 big breaths here. As you exhale, roll the shoulders open away from the ears. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, hips back, look forward. Walk, step, or hop the feet up to your hands. Nice, guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sit your hips low. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. And this time we're twisting. Use the right hand on your hip. Hook your left arm outside of the right knee. Press your arm into the knee and the knee into the arm to twist. Hands to prayer. Spiral your chest over to your prayer hands. Keep your knees in one line. You can open your arms for more. Last 3 big breaths. Last 2. And 1 forward fold. Let it go. Nice, guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and soften. Sitting your hips low, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, other side. Use your left hand. You guys, this setup looks great. Press into your leg and hook your right arm deep on the outside of the knee. Try to lift the belly up and over your left thigh, spiraling the chest to your prayer hands. Sitting low, maybe opening the arms for more. Last 3. Last 2. And 1, forward fold. Good work, guys. Step your feet hip width apart. Bend the knees a lot. You're also welcome to use a pillow. Hook your peace fingers around the big toes from the inside. Press the big toes down into the fingers. With the knees bent, lengthen the spine. Glance forward, inhale. Exhale, bending your elbows, pulling the crown of the head down. The knees can stay bent. If the belly is able to rest on your thighs, this is a great release for your low back. Otherwise, it doesn't really stretch the low back very well. So keeping your legs connected to your belly. 1 more inhale. Release on your exhale. Toe heel the feet wider apart, and then take the toes out, heels in, and come into a squat. So you're welcome to just stay in the squat and breathe and relax, or have kind of a ragdoll arm in between the squat, or you're practicing your crow. If you don't quite have crow, I don't know why I never tell you guys about how to use the block this way. I'm going to tell you now. You can use it in front of your head as a kind of gauge point of how deeply you should be bending into your elbows. So I have the block on the highest level. So a lot of you guys sometimes kind of start out like this, but bending the elbows really, really deep. So your face is basically at the block, pointing one toes. And watch, some people like to rest the head on the block, come into crow, and then maybe lift the head up. So you guys are welcome to try that, or just any crow practice. Let me see the practice, you guys. Nice. Staying in your squat and relaxing is just fine. Good, guys. Nice. Coming back into your squat. Good job, Kai. Pressing the knees open, long spine. Take a full inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Lift the hips. Inhale, long spine all the way to standing, reaching your arms up at the top. Exhale, hands through prayer. Bring your hands onto your low back. Feet are hip width apart. Bend the knees a lot. Press your hips way forward, standing cobra. Lift your chest up and then lean back into this. Knees bent, hips forward here for 3, for 2, and 1. Coming back to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, long spine, forward fold. Halfway lift, full breath in. And exhale, right foot takes a big step to the back of the mat. High on the ball of your right foot. Bending the left knee over the heel. So you're setting up this lunge on the second side. Option to use a block for these. Right hand on the block if you're using it. Keep bending the left knee and drawing your left hip back as you twist. Left arm to the sky. Good, you guys. So really feel your arms stacking. Press the right hand down to twist deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Keep moving in that direction. Come to the outside edges of both of your feet, turning your front foot also all the way to the left, lowering the right hip to the mat. Yes. Good, guys. Inhale, coming back to the simple twist. So just pivoting on your feet. Exhale, outer edges of the feet. Open it up back to this revolving skandasana. Inhale, back to the simple twist. Good. Exhale, outside edge of your back foot. Yes. Nice, you guys. Come back to the center on an inhale. And exhale, let your right knee come down. Inhale, reach the arms up. And soften in here as you exhale. Good, you guys. Interlace the fingers, flipping your palms up. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, and lean over to the left side. Inhale, back to center with your spine. Release the hands, hamstring stretch. If you're using your block, I recommend it on the inside of your foot. Keep your hips stacking over the right knee. Start with the left toes pointing up. Inhale. Exhale, rotating outward from your hip joint. So pinky side of the foot turning out. Inhale, toes point back up. Rotating in, big toe side. One more each way. Inhale, toes point up. Exhale, externally rotate. Inhale, point back up. Good job, you guys. Internal rotate. Then bending into your left foot. Tuck the back toes. Lift the knee off of the mat. And then softening your hands onto the inside of your foot. Walk the left foot wider. Hug the knee into the arms. Reach your heart forward. You can stay here for more. Start to come down to your forearms. And big breaths into your hip, into your right hip. Maybe bending the elbows to lower and then re-straightening the arms just here for one more breath. Good, you guys. Walk the left foot back into the center of your hands. Option to use the block for this as well. Standing splits, kicking the right leg up, lengthening it. Point through your right toes. Take a full inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring it into the belly, and come all the way up to standing with your right knee. Hugging it up and in. Squeeze the knee up, take an inhale there. And then exhale, soften the knee down, knee is in line with your hip. Left hand outside of the knee, press into the hand and twist. Right arm reaching back. Here for 3. Breathing to your spine. 2. And 1. Square back off. Inhale, reaching your arms up. And exhale, slow and controlled. Step all the way back into your crescent lunge. Now high on the ball of your back foot. Inhale, reaching length through your whole spine. Exhale, deep bend in the left knee. Open arm twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Good, you guys. Nice. Twist from your belly a little deeper. And inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, bring your hands to the inside of your front foot. And right away, square off halfway down the middle of the feet, left foot in line with right. Inhale, lengthen your spine, bring your arms out to a T and come to standing and star. Inhale, reaching everything up. Exhale, heels in, toes out, goddess. Sit your hips low. Knees open to the outer edges of the feet. Bring your hands onto the thighs, thumbs in, fingers out. Roll the shoulders back, shoulders away from the ears. You might want to get wider in your feet. Take a breath in. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down. Press your knees open. Twist and look to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Good, you guys. One more each way. Inhale, open. Exhale, shoulder dip. Inhale, open. Exhale, shoulder dip. Inhale, come back to center to star. Re-parallel out through your feet. Reach the arms up. And exhale, wide arm forward fold. You're welcome to hold on to the outer edges of the ankles and pull the crown of the head down to the mat. Or my arm balancers, you can take tripod headstand. You can take any other arm balance here that you'd like. We'll just stay for about 5 counts. For 4. For 3. 2. 1. Walking your hands in more underneath the face. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Side squats one more time to the left. Now going at your own pace. Try to not use your arms as much this time. Hips stay low. Spine stays pretty long. Couple times side to side on your own. Good job, guys. And squaring off around your left foot. Left foot squared. Inhale, step to plank. Drop to the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Lift the hips really high. Yes. You can drop your left knee down to modify. Last 3. 2. 1. Chaturanga, right hand down. Take your flow. Nice poses, guys. Cycling through, back to downward facing dog. Big breaths in your downward dog. You're always welcome to rest in child's pose between the sequences. First dolphin we'll take today. You can lower your knees down for a moment. If you have a block, use it. Frame the block in the L shape of your index and your thumb lines. Framing the block, keeping the elbows really narrow. If you don't have a block, you can just test the same thing, wrapping the hands around your elbows, making sure they stay nice and narrow. Lifting the hips up. Gazing back with the knees bent, try to press your chest towards the thighs. Breathe into your neck and your head and your thoracic spine. And those of you guys that practice forearm stance, you're more than welcome to practice that now. Otherwise, if you want a bit more challenge in dolphin, just lifting the right leg up on an inhale, lengthening and pointing through the right toes, and lowering it on the exhale. Inhale, lifting the left leg up, and exhale, lower it. Inhale, right, and lower. Inhale, left, and lower. One more each side. Inhale, right leg lifts, and lower. And inhale, left leg lifts, and lower. Short child's pose, knees down, sit the hips back and breathe. Letting all of that sequencing go. I do recommend having a block for this next and last standing sequence. Have it near the front of the mat. And come back to downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. So we haven't even lifted a leg in down dog yet, so take your time. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open your inner thigh. So actually, first time we've been here, make any movements that feel good. Spiraling your hip open to the right side, turning the fingers of your left hand out to the left. Staying grounded through your right palm too, unless you're flipping your dog, which is fine. Inhale, start to square off your right leg. Exhale, right knee hugs into the chest, round the spine, look forward, and step the right foot through between your hands. So drop your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, full crescent twist, right hand presses the hip, hook your left arm. Hands to prayer, pressing into the hands and twisting. Option to now lift the back knee off the mat. Keep twisting the belly up and over your right thigh and add any arm variations here. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a full crescent lunge facing forward. Inhale. Exhale, eagle wrap the arms, left arm underneath the right. Lift through your eagle arm elbows, reach the forearms away from you, warrior 3, eagle arms, left leg floats off. Lengthen your left leg back, reach your eagle arms forward, both legs strong and straight. 1 breath in. As you exhale, come to standing, lift your left knee high. Take another breath in, lifting it up. Full Garuda eagle, left leg crosses high over the right. Maybe you find the wrap of the toes. Sitting the hips low, lengthening the spine back up here for 3. Hug into the midline. Square your knees into the center. For 2. 1, unwrap everything. Arms and knee lift up. And exhale, step into warrior 1. So warrior 1, the hands can come to the hips, squaring everything forward. I like a wider stance in the feet. Right hip plugging in, left hip squaring to the front. Nice alignment, guys. Looks great, Naomi. Pausing and breathing. Full inhale. Exhale, right hand to your hip, guiding the leg straight, engaging the thigh, maybe a shorter stance. Keep your right quad working. Pull your right hip crease back. Inhale, reach your left arm forward. Maybe for the block, revolved triangle. The block can be on either the inside or the outside of your right foot. Outside of the foot for more. Press down into the block and twist right arm to the ceiling. Here for 3. Big breaths, guys. 2. And 1. Inhale, back to center, warrior 1. And exhale, open everything up to warrior 2. Probably a longer stance. Nice deep bend into the right knee. Draw your left hip open now. Use your left glute. Yeah, good refinements, guys. Breathing here. Grounding into both of your feet. Yes. Inhale, press into the right foot, straightening the right leg. Again, option for a shorter stance. Regular triangle. Exhale, hinge from your hip crease. Maybe the block again. Near your shin or ankle. Rolling everything open. Left hip, left rib cage, left arm to the ceiling. So your choice today is to stay here, breathing in triangle, maybe taking the left arm forward for extended triangle, or half moon. Bringing the block or just your hand in front of your right toes, flexing the left ankle and floating the foot off the mat. Finding your peak pose in half moon or a deep version of triangle. Last 5. 4, nice mamo. 3, beautiful triangles, guys. 2, warrior 2, land your left foot down. Nice work, guys. Reverse warrior, inhale. And exhale, windmill the hands to the mat. So flow through your version of chaturanga, the right leg maybe floating for more. Inhaling heart through, and then downward dog, and we'll do the left side. 3 breaths in your downward dog, or of course a child's pose is fine too. Letting that all go. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Left leg, inhale to the sky. Bending the knee, opening the inner thigh, and just pausing for this first time here. Rolling out the ankle or the entire hip. Turning the right fingers out. Maybe flipping the dog. Nice, everyone. Inhale, start to square back off. Left leg gets really long. Exhale, left knee hugs into the chest. Looking forward, step the left foot between the hands and find warrior 1. So as your right hip is squaring forward, the outer edge of your right foot staying glued. A lifting sensation through the inner part of your right ankle. So a lot happening in the back leg alone. Nice, guys. Take a full breath in. And exhale, eagle arms, right arm under left. Squaring the pinky side forward if you can. Lifting your eagle arms up on an inhale, then reach them forward. Shift the weight to your left foot, right leg floats off. Eagle arm, warrior 3. Long and straight through both of your legs. No lazy knee joints. Stabilize the breath. One more inhale. And exhale, come to standing with your right knee. Lift the right knee up high, breath in. Full eagle, high cross right leg over left. Maybe the toe bind. Wrapping everything back to the midline of your body, sitting the hips low and lengthening up through the spine. Last 3. Beautiful, Jen. 2. And 1, everything unwraps. Lift the knee, lift the arms up. And exhale, stepping right back to warrior 1. Great job, you guys. This time, left hand finds the hip crease, guides your leg straight, engaging the left thigh. Reach your right arm forward on an inhale for a revolved triangle. Option for the block. The left hand can check in with your left hip and low back. Your low back should be flat. So the left hip is really drawing back, and then you're twisting the belly over to your left thigh. Right hand pressing down as the left arm reaches up. Nice alignment, Mom. Last 3. 2. And 1. Good job, you guys. Inhale, back up through warrior 1. And exhale, open it all up, warrior 2. Taking up a lot of space on the mat and working the right hip back into alignment. Nice deep bend in the left knee. Beautiful, guys. Just pausing, really feeling this pose, expanding the heart, reaching the arms in both directions. Soften. Start to transition for triangle. You guys know I like a shorter stance. Pressing into the left foot, engage the thigh. Hinge from your hip crease. Inhale, reach your left arm into triangle. Great pose for a block here also. Spiral right hip open, right ribs open. Enjoying the alignment and the work in triangle. Extended triangle, arm reaches forward. Or my half moon people, start your transition, bend the left knee, reach the block or your hand past the left toes, float the right leg off the mat, stacking the right hip over the left. This is just the option. Last 5. Nice poses, you guys. 4, 3, 2, warrior 2, release. Nice integrity, guys. I love that you stayed in triangle, many of you. Reverse warrior, inhale and exhale. Windmill the hands to the mat. Same option as the right. You can float your left leg in plank. Inhale, keep your hips low. Find your chaturanga, or you're skipping that part. And meeting in downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. All right, you guys, let's start taking it down. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Right leg high, inhale. An option to flip the dog, bending the knee, pivoting on your left ankle and left palm, flipping to wild thing. Just an option. Head to pigeon, right knee and ankle through towards the top of your mat. Check the back ankle, make sure it's straight, squaring everything over towards the front. Breath in to lengthen the spine. And exhale, you soften. First, just use the breath to soften. Maybe you're walking the hands forward and lying down, and maybe you're staying more upright in your spine today. Softening on the exhales around the hip. Let go of tension from your shoulders, your neck. Make sure you're not holding any tension in the face. Maybe wiggle the face muscles around. We've been doing a lot of twisting. If you'd like to keep the twist train going, then the version today in pigeon, walking the hands back in, will actually be to take the right elbow into the right sole of your foot and left palm pressing right and twisting over to the left. And then twisting to the other side, coming back to your palms and left arm threading under and the right arm reaching up and hooking onto your low back area. Relaxing into pigeon at the center for another couple breaths, or adding your quad stretch for the last moment here. Good job, guys. Meeting back in downward facing dog, and you're welcome to flow through the fuller cycle of chaturanga and up dog on the way. Pedaling the legs out, neutralizing your hips. Taking your left leg up, inhale. Bend the knee, open the inner thigh. Option to flip the dog. And then before we come right to pigeon, sorry, I see some of you guys are already there. I forgot one pose on this side. So step your left foot between the hands. Drop your right knee down. Inhale, reach up through your arms. And kind of a big pose. Go for your full crescent twist. So I forgot on this side. Hook your right arm nice and deep. Find prayer. Yes. Then start to twist here. Back knee lifting up if you did on the other side. Try to keep it even. And we'll just stay for 5. Of course, add any arm variation you like. Last 3. Nice, guys. 2. And 1. Back knee drops down. Good, everybody. Now go ahead and transition. Walk your left foot across the mat for pigeon. So first start sitting up tall. Make sure the back ankle's straight, hips are square. Take a breath in. And exhale. Start to soften in. That doesn't necessarily mean lying all the way down. It can mean that. But tune into your own body and what's going on. And how can you support softening the muscles? With the breath, deep inhales. As you exhale, where can you soften? If you like the twist variations, we'll do the same. 1 in each direction. First, the left elbow into the sole of the foot. Pressing the palms in prayer. Breathing there a couple breaths. And then twisting your right arm underneath the body. And wrapping your left arm around to the low back. Enjoying about 3 more breaths in the center of pigeon, or adding your quad stretch. A few deep breaths into your hip, into your quad. And releasing. Good job, everybody. Last downward dog. Stepping back into it and releasing any tension, getting any wiggles worked out. And moving forward to seated at the top of the mat. Have your block near you. If you have it near you right now, you're welcome to put it in between your thighs already. And bring your feet pretty close in and come onto your back. So squeezing the block with your inner thighs, float the knees up above your hips, and then point your toes down towards the mat. Squeeze the knees into the block and try to keep the knees stacked above your hip creases. Reach the right hand behind the head towards your left shoulder blade, and then the left arm on top of the right to the right shoulder blade. And keep your toes pointing down and keep the knees above your hips if you can, and start to crunch up. Crunching your chest up, shoulder blades off the mat, gazing up, practicing integrity in the legs. Just here for about 10. About halfway. Last 3. Take a rest, plant the feet, release the block, ground your arms down on the mat, tuck the shoulder blades under, press the feet down, and 1 vertebrae at a time, lift the hips up. Releasing in bridge, just a simple one. From your bridge, take the arms above the head on the ground and feel 1 vertebrae at a time lowering down really slowly. Middle back first, low back last. Very good, guys. Let's do the other side. If you have your block, bring it back in between the knees. Floating the knees back up above your hips, pointing the toes down. This time, right arm reaches first. Actually, now I can't remember. Left arm reaches first. Right arm in front of the left. I think that's right. Keeping the head laying back into the forearms, the gaze up. Squeeze the block, knees right above your hips, pointing the toes down and crunching. Just the shoulder blades lifting up off the mat. Here for 10. About halfway. Last 3. And release that. Oh, I always feel those so much. Tell me after class if you guys do. One more bridge pose, or use your block for supported bridge. Tuck the shoulder blades under the body. Press your low back down, then peel vertebrae up one by one. Supported bridge, regular bridge, or if you guys want to go deeper to a full wheel, plant the hands around your head and pressing everything up, stretching your abdomen a lot in this full wheel pose. And you're also welcome to take a shoulder stand or a plow. Last 10 breaths in your final inversion. Start coming down slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae, making your spine's way down to the mat. And finding a happy baby. Rock a little bit side to side. Bring your low back down to the mat. You can straighten one or both legs. Last 3. 2. And 1. Hug the knees back into the chest. Take one big inhale, squeeze the knees in. And open mouth exhale, Shavasana. Let your legs go nice and wide. Tuck the shoulder blades under the body, palms facing up. Sweet surrender. Allow your body to become heavy on the ground right away, relaxing into the ground. Relaxing the forehead. So in yoga, we talk a lot about this union between polarities, between opposites, but opposites that very much work hand in hand with one another. So the two sides of your brain energetically connect to a main energy channel that usually we describe as running along the spine, but it's more kind of in the center of the body. It's called the Sushumna. And the two sides of your brain, the masculine, the feminine, the solar, the lunar, the active, the assertive, the soft, the surrendering, the Ida and the Pingala, these are called, and they go hand in hand with one another. So you need both. And it's about practicing awareness in the moment to moment, during your days. Which energy am I lacking that I could use a bit more of now? How could an energy of more soft and quiet and gentle, how could that serve me? Or is it too much of that? And do I need a little bit more of this strength and assertive energy? So practicing, am I being led more by this right side or by this left side? How can I incorporate a little bit more energy from the lunar side into my life, into this conversation, into this practice? So trusting the wisdom that you have already deep inside you, that's connected to all of these teachers that have come before us, that are connected to all of your ancestors and all of the teachers that you've had in your life. This deeper sense of knowing, asking for this awareness to be made readily available to you throughout the day. A great chant that you can use to tap into this deeper sense of truth and knowing is Satanam. So we'll do a little meditation on the 4 syllables of Satanam to close class today. You're welcome to stay in Shavasana or roll to your right side. Press up to a comfortable seated position. And getting comfortable in your seat. And having the palms facing up on your thighs. And using your thumb to connect to each fingertip one by one as you say the syllables of Satanam, which are Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Thumb to index, Sa. Thumb to middle, Ta. Thumb to ring, Na. Thumb to pinky, Ma. So you can join me or you can just open up and receive this. Big breath in through the nose, palms are open. Open mouth, exhale. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. Palms to prayer, cleansing breath. Big breath in. Sigh it out. I bow to the light and the love and the teacher within every one of you guys. Namaste.